Marty, I was just wondering if we could get a bit about you for the documentary, a bit of background.
To be honest with you, I'd rather really not do any of this in front of camera and talking about myself or anything like that.
Oh, okay, well, sure.
In 1966, when my parents first immigrated here, however, they came over from Russia on the boat. They were originally from a small little place called Minsk. Well, I didn't have a particularly happy childhood because my mum, she volunteered for hospitality, worked down a salt mine to avoid having anything to do with me. My father doesn't speak English and I don't speak Russian, so we've got a bit of a communication problem. But he did inspire me with vague gestures and the old sudden random beating that I think trained me up for a good career in the music business. Anyway, the family eventually relocated to Sydney, but I managed to track them down. And after 3 failed assassination attempts, my father decided it'd be easier to just enrol me in private school and fuck off back to Minsk. Didn't care much for school. Social studies, history, science, all bullshit. Like, what's a semi-permeable membrane? Asked my science teacher. The only thing standing between you and a fucking ass-kicking, I replied. Years later, I bought that fucking school, knocked it down and put up a block of 39 apartments. All with walls made from a semi-permeable membrane, which I think might be an irony. I don't know, English is bullshit. Geography, bullshit. French, love bullshit. That subject with the drawing boards and the 2 compasses that came in that beautiful flat black velvet lined box, you know, with the 2 nails that you just to open it up inside those fragile little pencil leads and that smell of the purple ink. Fucking bullshit. One thing I did like was business maths, you know? How much for an orange? $1. How much for 3 oranges? $3. And then there was sport. I was bullshit at sport. Soccer I sucked at, football I sucked at, athletics rubbish, but I could push objects. Pushing things, shoving things. But that's not enough to win girls over. In high school, you've got to be into rock and roll. So that's why in 1976 I took control of the school's Rock of Stedford. Locked down naming rights, the merchandising, and signed up every last band to an exclusive 5 of Stedford deal. In fact, one of those bands is still trimming my fucking hedge maze every second weekend, and while the headmaster still owes me a fucking kidney or a second-born child. Anyway, enough of that, enough about me. Let's talk about some of my achievements. 83. Back there, little dipshit. Nobody'd ever fucking heard of him. But I made him the industry colossus he became from September 85 to early February 86. And there's more. Water bouncing off a snare drum in a video clip. Me. Releasing 12-inch singles with the same track 8 fucking times. Me. Selling exclusive use of the name to somebody who hasn't even fucking met him. Me. Even I couldn't believe I got away with that one. But sometimes you just got to pull a rabbit out of your own arse. Take the Boytown lip-syncing scandal, for example. People said, Boomy, how the fuck are you going to get out of this one? Well, I looked out the window at about 100 of those media bastards. Walked back up to the office, had a stiff hit of vodka, got a blowjob from the missus, went back downstairs, gave them the best fucking press conference they've ever seen. But people often ask me, does Marty Boonstein have a sensitive side? Of course I fucking have a sensitive side, it's not the point. Speak. Mate, why would I want to get into a pissing contest with you? 150 large? Really? What are we pissing on? Thanks, Kerry. So what defines success? Well, let me tell you what defines success for me. Standing backstage at Live 8, surrounded by the biggest names in the business, knowing that they respect me and all that I've achieved, and being able to give something back to them. And seeing the look in their eye when I pull out a giant cardboard check worth 1 million fucking smackers and proceed to use it to that Keith Richards has ever fucking seen. That's when you realise sitting in a classroom trying to spell potato correctly is a waste of fucking time. Because I can't read a fucking note, I can't play a fucking note, but if it's got a good fucking beat and I can dance to it, no fucking worries.
Can you dance?
No.